so many of y'all, the LDWMMAC and the WMMA universe, you guys have been waiting for my afterthoughts on this fight. Well, here are my afterthoughts. Guys, this fight, Alexa Grasso defeated Valentina Shevchenko. There was no judges' controversy. Valentina Shevchenko tapped out to the rear naked choke of one Alexa Grasso. There's no controversy. There's nothing. Alexa Grasso won the fight. We can't argue. We can't, have long, hour-long podcast of arguing on who won this fight. It's clear and cut who won the fight. Valentina Shevchenko tapped out. Now, as I say this, Alexa Grasso appeared to have the speed advantage. It appeared to have speed and just timing. Because what Alexa did, she took a different approach. See, most of Valentina Shevchenko's opponents, they come full straight ahead. And Valentina would sit and wait for her opponents to come to her so she can react to what they do. This is what the Bullet has been known to do. However, Alexa Grasso took a different approach. It was genius, actually. Alexa Grasso decided to circle Valentina Shevchenko. Then she decided to take angles at Valentina Shevchenko. Not only were the angles brilliant, but she took the angles and she started changing up the direction of the angles, taking them from every direction. She changed those angles. Valentina Shevchenko seemed as if she could not handle the speed of Alexa Grasso. Valentina looked slow in certain areas. Now, Valentina's pull counter was still intact. Okay, Valentina has a beautiful pull counter. It was still intact. She was able to land that pull counter. But for the most part, it was Alexa Grasso on the feet. It was Alexa Grasso on the feet, and Valentina made a calculated error. She went to the well too many times with the spinning back kick, and Alexa Grasso was prepared for it. Alexa Grasso was waiting like the wolf. She was waiting like a wolf to prey on that spinning back kick, and that's what she did. She preyed on it. I'm going to come on here and say to y'all today that I was wrong. Alexa Grasso did what I thought she could not do. And that's go in, not only defeat the Bullet, but stop the Bullet. I have to eat my crow. And I will. I'm going to eat every bit of it. Okay? I was here when Chris Cyborg lost to Nunes, and I'll be here when Alexa Grasso lost. When Valentina Shevchenko lost to Alexa Grasso. There's no in between. Okay? Alexa Grasso defeated Valentina Shevchenko. But I do believe, and I've been saying this for about 3 fights, that I feel like Valentina Shevchenko has lost a step. And I'm not saying that that's why Alexa Grasso won the fight. But I felt like Valentina Shevchenko has lost a step. And I know that there are some things that Valentina does and some things that she don't do. Okay? Now, I've heard that Valentina don't do road work. I've heard a lot of that. I've heard that she don't lift weights. I've heard that there are a few things that Valentina don't do. Maybe once. Maybe Valentina could maybe change it up. Maybe she could do some of those extra things that could probably give her the edge. I'm not saying don't, mess with the formula too much. No. Don't break the formula. It's been working. But maybe, just maybe, let's do some of those things that maybe she hadn't done with, in years. I definitely saw that Valentina was very stationary. And Alexa Grasso was just kind of circling Valentina, sticking and moving. I saw that. That's been working for Valentina, because what people do is that they'll come to Valentina. They'll come to Valentina and they'll try to make everything happen. Unfortunately, Valentina will begin to counter the crap out of these people. But Alexa Grasso wasn't falling for it. Alexa Grasso inside boxing was brilliant. She was able to box on the inside with Valentina. She was able to counter Valentina on the inside. Alexa Grasso fought well on the inside, and it legit forced Valentina Shevchenko to take this fight to the ground. Valentina had some beautiful takedowns. And at times, Alexa Grasso just could not deal with the top pressure of Valentina. She couldn't deal. Alexa Grasso got up a few times, but Valentina showed that she actually is a good wrestler. But could Erin Blanchfield be correct? Has Valentina Shevchenko's time come and gone? You see, people can fight and fight and fight and fight, but if you fight enough, you're going to get beat. And you're going to get beat by an unlikely opponent. I know the lesson that I've learned. The lesson that I've learned in all this, and I will admit to all of you, even the fans of Alexa Grasso, I've learned to never bet on a sure thing. I've learned that this is MMA, and this is something that I forgot. But now Alexa Grasso has forced me to remember that this is MMA. This is mixed martial arts. Anything could happen. We predict that Valentina would have won. We predicted that. But sometimes your predictions don't work. Sometimes all the film study in the world can't predict what a person is going to do on the day of the fight. And unfortunately for many of us, we did that. Alexa Grasso is the champion. And she's a real champion. Alexa Grasso battled through the ranks of Invicta. She battled through depression. She battled through a great multitude of things to get to where she is. This is no easy road for Alexa Grasso. Now, I want you guys to get it straight. It's no easy road for Grasso. She's had a tough go about it. The last 5 years have been literal hell for Alexa Grasso. But she found a way to win. She came out on top. She kept going. Even at one point, Alexa Grasso contemplating just not fighting. She contemplated. She thought about it because she didn't understand what's fighting still for her. Could she do this? But I got to admit, I got to give Alexa Grasso credit. I must give her credit. This woman stayed in the fight. She proved every single naysayer wrong, and she's the champion. Will Valentina get an immediate rematch? For some reason, I don't know. I don't feel like the UFC, I don't know, something inside me just believes that the UFC, it's like they almost want to go in a different direction. The UFC, they like Valentina. Dana White really likes Valentina, likes her. But you can kind of hint and hear Dana White sometimes after fights talking about, hey, he wished the fight was a little bit more entertaining. And guys, you got to admit, Alexa Grasso is hella entertaining. And she made Valentina fight. Like, she did not allow Valentina to be a point fighter. It's like Valentina trying to process and collect data. Alexa Grasso is still there, just buzzing like a bee, stinging. Crazy, folks. Very, very crazy. However, it worked. It worked. I don't know if the UFC is going to give Valentina an immediate rematch. I don't think they are. Folks, I don't think they are. And I'm going to tell you something. I think the UFC, they're trying to clean house and get some of these young champions on the board. I think that, me personally, I don't think that they're going to give her an immediate rematch. Even though Valentina was probably the best champion, okay, in UFC history for a woman. 7 title defenses. I mean, folks, that's impressive. It's very impressive. I just think that Valentina probably lost a step. And moreover, I'll be honest, I even thought the fight with Taila Santos, I didn't think Valentina was exactly 100% after that fight. I don't know. It just, something just seemed off. And Valentina, to me, appears to have lost a step. But this is what happens when you fight. I mean, everybody loses a step. It's just called Father Time. Alexa Grasso is going to lose a step. I mean, hell, it appeared that John Jones hadn't lost a single step. But eventually, he's going to lose a step. And I felt like Valentina has lost a step. I felt like there were some shots, some openings that I thought she could have had that old Valentina would have taken those openings. Old Valentina would have taken those openings and just went with it. But this version of Valentina was kind of, I don't know, she was really, really conservative. She was extremely conservative. And Alexa Grasso was not conservative. Alexa Grasso went in and fought like she had nothing to lose. This woman went in and she just fought. She didn't care about the amount of accolades that Valentina had. She didn't care about the amount of people she defeated. She didn't care. She didn't care. Alexa Grasso fought like this was the last fight of her life. And she was victorious. Congratulations to one Alexa Grasso, the Wolf, the UFC 125-pound flyweight champion of the world.